What is multi-factor authentication, also known as MFA? Before I get into that definition, there's also 2FA, which stands for two-factor authentication. Then we have multi-factor authentication. There's also something called adaptive multi-factor authentication. So there's things like authenticator apps that can make the process really easy, or sometimes just a simple push notification can be used. The multi-factor authentication is three things that comprises that. So knowledge factors, possession factors, and biometric factors. So something that I know, like my password, something that I have, like my phone, and then the biometric factor. Most modern smartphones are going to have a fingerprint reader or a face reader, something like that. So kind of like something that you are. These are three things that a bad actor might possess one of them, but likely not all three, right? So that's a major way you can throw off a lot of attacks. And some of the, there's far more examples than we have here, but just for sake of showing what type of examples MFA is going to stop an attack, would be a phishing attack. So if someone is sending an email to a victim and that attacker collects that victim's credentials because they clicked on it, they put their username and password in thinking they were logging into something maybe they weren't. That victim clicks on the email and goes to the phishing website. They've acquired that. That attacker then is, when they go to log in, is prompted with an MFA question or fingerprint or face scan, and at that point, you as the victim, I guess in this case, will be notified or asked on your cell phone, did you try to log in, approve, or deny? And if you didn't do that, and you would know that you hadn't, you just say deny, and now they've been stopped, right? So very simple kind of way to stop an attack. There's additional types of attacks. Brute force attack is when someone's trying to, a bad actor is collecting some stolen login credentials. Maybe they're getting that from the dark web, and then they're taking that information, running it through some sort of algorithm, and they're finding these bots to, match a password with a username or what have you. Again, even when they get that information, whether they got it through a brute force or through a social engineering attack, if they go to log in, MFA will stop that type of attack. So it's just, again, a very effective tool that's really easy to do. You've probably been exposed to it from your bank. I don't think you can have a bank account online checking without at least 2FA in place, but certainly MFA. And we recommend personally putting it on your LinkedIn, your Facebook accounts, Amazon, a lot of places that you frequent as a consumer. You should put it there also. It's very easy to turn on, and I think we even have some tutorials for that as well. So man-in-the-middle attack is maybe just a little bit more complex. It definitely sounds scarier, but again, you're gonna end up with the same result. They're gonna try to gain access by stealing some credentials. If you're at a coffee shop, perhaps, and they can log into your system through the network. They try to grab your credentials because you've typed it in. Again, we know where this is going. They can't access it, right? So in terms of where to apply MFA as a business, certainly if you're running a VPN connection, put it there. Anything with accounting, put it there. So if that's your QuickBooks, your Sage, whatever you're using, Microsoft Dynamics, protect that information, and additionally email. So it's very easy to turn on for like Office 365, Gmail. You want to protect that stuff so someone can't get in there.